Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, Venerable Mrs. Nani Marlina and also my beloved friends. How is it going? I hope you all are in good condition. Amin. In this occasion, today I will guide this presentation from the beginning until the end, and we are going to discuss about slangs and idioms. But before we discuss more, we explain more about slangs and idioms. Let me introduce myself and also my friends. I'm Annisa Nur Islamiati as a moderator, and my friends they are Redita Juliani Supratman, Harir Hanifah Andarto, Tita Ayuningtyas Sandika, and the last Andini Salma Afifah. So, what are we going to discuss today? Today, we will discuss about what slang and idiom are and also the example of them. Slang consists of words used only by specific social groups such as teenagers and soldiers. Meanwhile, idioms are the phrases that cannot understand directly word by word. It is an integrity of words that can revert completely another meaning of a particular word. Basically, idioms are not just simple words rather than they are the combination of two or more words. Alright, without any further ado, let's talk about slangs and idioms wider. And for the first material about slangs would be delivered by Redita. To Redita, time is yours.
Alright, thank you moderator for the opportunity. My name is Redita Juliani Supratman with students number 202122007. On this occasion, I will present the material about the meaning of slangs. Slangs. Slang is highly informal language in either written or spoken communication. Slang is vocabulary, words, phrases, and linguistic usages of an informal register common in spoken conversation but avoided in the formal writing. It also sometimes refers to the language generally exclusive to the members of particular in the group, prepare over the common vocabulary of a standard language in order to establish group identity, exclude outsider, or both. The word itself came about in the 18th century and has been defined in multiple ways since its conception. It includes words and phrases that are typically understood primarily either in the particular context during a particular point in history or by a certain group of people. Slang is not easily understood by people not within the group or who don't understand the context. Slang is often considered to be primarily used by the younger people in the culture and used by the uneducated or undereducated in the society. Slang doesn't always translate well between different cultures in the different countries. Oftentimes, it doesn't translate well between different cultures within the same country or different translation of the same language. That's all from me. I give it back to moderator. Thank you.
Thank you to Redita for explaining about slangs very clearly. And for the next material about examples of slangs will be delivered by Andini. To Andini, time is yours.
All right, thank you so much to the moderator for the opportunity. First of all, I'm Annisa Nur Islamiati. My student number is 2021220 and double three. And here I will explain some examples of English slang language. All right. Before we go to the examples, like the explanation before, that's slang language is often used by some younger people or teenagers. Alright, here you can see this is the list of examples of the slang language. The first one we have bloke. Bloke. Bloke here means a man. And next we have dodgy. Dodgy. Dodgy here means suspicious. Next, we have lit. Lit. Lit here means super cool or very superb, like that. And next one we have buck. Buck here means $1. And next we have chill. Chill, or it means relax. Next we have cash. Cash, or it means money. Next one we have bro. Actually, bro here is a short for brother, but in slang language it means a friend. Next we have cop or police officer. Next we have dude or a guy. Okay, but sometimes we use this word, this slang word as same like we use bro. Alright, next we have nuts. Nuts here means crazy or mad. So if you say you're going nuts or I'm going nuts, it means I'm going crazy, I'm going mad, like that. Next, we have my bad or it means my mistake. Yeah, so when you have so when you have do some mistakes, you can say sorry, that's my bad, like that. And next we have same here. Same here, it have the same meaning as dodgy. It's suspicious. Right, next we have no biggie. No biggie here means it's not a problem or it's not a big deal, like that. Okay, next we have bummer. Bummer here means disappointment. So when you hear someone say you're a bummer, it means you are a disappointment. Or this place is a bummer, or this place is a disappointment, like that. Next we have bang. Bang here means a very powerful thing. So if you see something big and very powerful, you can say that that thing is a bang, like that. Next, we have crack up. Crack up is an expression when you laugh uncontrollably. If in the 2012 we have thrown on the floor, here we have cracked up. Alright, the next one is pig out. Pig out, it means eat a lot of food. And next we have nasty. Nasty means uh, it means disgusting. Disgusting. So instead of saying disgusting, we can say nasty. Like it's nasty trash over there, like that. Okay. Next we have screw up. Or screwed up. Screwed up here means make a mistake. Mistake. Alright. The last one is hot or attractive. So if you see someone or something, or maybe a girl, it may be a girl or it may be a boy that very attractive to you, you can use these slang words. You can use, oh, that man is hot, or that girl is hot, like that. Here, and more examples for uh, English slang words. You can see here there are British slangs and there are English American slangs. You can see right there. Alright, maybe that's all I can explain. Sorry if I have a lot of mistakes. Give it back to the moderator. Thank you so much.
Thank you to Andini for giving us the example of slang, and for the next material about idioms will be delivered by Tita. Tita, time is yours.
Alright, thank you to the moderator for the opportunity. Let me introduce myself. My name is Tita Sandika and my student's number is 2021222028. Alright, now I would like to explain about idioms. Idioms are a group of words that seem to have a meaning that you can deduce easily from those around them. Basically, idioms are not just simple words, rather, they are the combination of two or more words. Mostly, people can face difficulty in understanding meaning of an idiom, but it is natural due its expression. So we can say that idioms are the highly effective and colored words. And then the words in an idiom have meanings on their own, but together they have a completely different meaning. Idioms help us to adorn our words. It is really gripping to use them rather than repeating simple phrases and words. Idioms are not the same things as a slang, they are the combination of normal words. The use of idioms is universal, and idioms are endemic to each given culture or locality. Idioms makes some sense to the people in a given culture, but they often don't make sense to people outside of that culture. Worse, idioms can cause startling reaction from people outside of that culture. And idioms also take words that are common and make changes in the way that those words are combined to make sense to the culture that is using them. But the combination words might not make sense to others, or if you take the words literally. And then the last, idioms come up all the time in both written and spoken English. So I think that's all from me. I'll give it back to the moderator. Thank you.
Thanks to Tita for explaining about idioms very clearly. And for the next material, which is the last material about examples of idioms, will be delivered by Harir. Harir, time is yours.
Thank you so much to the moderator for the opportunity. My name is Harir Hanifah Andarto with my ID number 20212201 and 3. So in this occasion, I will deliver about the example of idioms. Native speakers use idioms much more than they are actually aware of. Other languages have different idioms to describe cultural phenomena or beliefs. Let's take a look at where these idioms come from. Here we have some idioms from United States, Germany, and Swedish. Actually, every language has thousands of idioms and they are used so often in their daily life. And these are some examples of them. These English idioms are common in everyday conversation in the United States. You will hear them in movies and TV shows, and you can use them to make your English sound more like a native speaker. Here you can see break a leg, which means good luck and can be used by itself. Also, we have hit the sack, which means go to sleep, and it is used as a part of a sentence. There are so many idioms that often used by the native speaker, and this is just some of them. In the next slide is also some of common English idioms. We move to the next slide. In this slide is some of the example of idioms used in a sentence. Number 1, we have pretty penny. It means that something is expensive. Clearly, it costs more than a penny, and all the penny look the same, so pretty is an unusual descriptor. The example is that dress cost pretty penny. Number 2, we have beating a dead horse. It means that something is overdone or pointless. It especially means to keep talking about something that has been discussed at length. The example is no one is actually beating a dead horse. Number 3, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It means you accomplish 2 tasks at once. It is a violent phrase for something mundane. The example is I will be in Paris for a work conference, so I will kill with one stone and visit my parents too. Number four, we have on top of the world. It means extreme elation or feeling great. The example is I was on top of the world when I passed the exams. That's all that I can explain. I give it back to the moderator.
Thank you for all who have delivered the material. And for the last of our presentation, I will give some or maybe a little conclusion. Slang is a type of language that is informal and playful. It often changes over time. The slang of the past is different than the slang of today, but some slang has carried over into the present. The important thing that we should understand is that slang is casual talk and you should avoid using it in formal contexts. And idioms are expressions that have a meaning different from the dictionary definitions of the individual words in the expression. Because English contains many idioms, non-native English speakers have difficulties making logical sense of idioms and idiomatic expressions. That's all from us, and here are for the references we used. Thank you for the opportunity and thank you for watching this video presentation. I hope you all can understand about slangs and idioms and also the example of them. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.